Welcome, it's a great day to be a miner because we got some new hardware, baby. We're gonna unbox this thing, go over the specs, features, and most importantly, whether or not you should buy it. But first, let's spin that intro. Okay, so we're back and we got some new hardware, baby. We're gonna unbox this thing, get it set up, and go over all the fun details and all that. But first, you know what time it is. RGB knife. Engage. That never gets old. So what do we have in here? What's in the box? This came from Solo Satoshi, and I'm sure you already know what's in the box because you saw the thumbnail, and of course you can read, and you clicked on the video, so yeah. This would be a new Bitaxe Gamma. This came from the company Solo Satoshi. First and foremost, disclaimer, this is not a paid video, therefore the opinions in that are that of our own. But with that being said, let's get this thing out of here and see exactly what they sent us. Okay, so yeah, first and foremost, we've got a nice little sled 3D printed. It says Solo Satoshi with the nice honeycomb hex type back end of it. That will be the sled part that the Bitaxe will sit in. What else comes in this box? So it is packaged very, very well. It's shipped super quick, so that is a plus. Let's add a little more light. I'll break more glass. Let's add some more lighting so we can get a better view of this. Okay, inside we had an invoice. We have a nice little card here that says, thank you for choosing Solo Satoshi, the #1 place for Bitcoin home mining, and it is powered by Texas, made in the USA, because of course, powered by Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. And the backside says, scan the QR code below for setup instructions. Then it also has a QR code for their Twitter and then the home mining podcast. So we've got three nice little, this is very professionally done, very nice little setup, not just like a printed off card. So first and foremost, our power supply is the standard block at the wall type. It is a 5 volt 6 amp, so 6 amp usually has plenty of power to accommodate even a little bit of overclocking on these devices. So not bad. I prefer the block in the middle type power supply. Let's see what else we got. This is the other part of our 3D print here. So this says a Solo Satoshi. This is the back part. And then it has a nice little cable connector as well. So we'll set that over here. And then let's open the prize, the main item. So packaged pretty well in a nice bubble wrap mailer type envelope. And then also inside of a nice Ziploc to keep it safe. And it is a little bit unique in the fan design, has a nice little anarchy type fan sticker logo in the middle for the Solo Satoshi logo. But yeah, it's our standard black PCB Bitaxe. It is a nice shiny PCB, pretty much like every other Bitaxe, other than it seems to be a little bit more flashy. Has the standard fan on there. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing set up, get mining, and then we'll talk more about the product and go over the specs, features, and then of course, whether or not you should buy. But rather than go into the in-depth setup, if you need the in-depth setup guide, check that up above, where we go over the ins, the outs, set up the pool, how to actually program the thing in, all those fun specs. But we're gonna time warp and just go ahead and get this one set up so you don't have to watch it. Ready, set, go. Bam, just like that, it's magic, baby. We're up and hashing, we are connected, we're set up. So I really like these sled type designs. Basically, there's no screws, so it saves you the hassle of having to try to find the right screws and everything. You just take, and it has 4 pins, and you pop the board right onto those 4 pins, and then when you slide it down in, it's kind of tight on those pins, so it fits on there nicely, but when you slide it down into the actual sled, the base, it holds it nice and tight inside of there. So what did we do? We got it set up. The first thing you do is you connect it to the network. You use a mobile device or your phone, you connect to the Bitaxe Wi-Fi network, then you go into a web browser 192.168.4.1, you log into AxeOS by doing that, Then you'll go into the network tab. You'll change the Wi-Fi network to your Wi-Fi network SSID. You'll add your password, then you'll save. If you want to go ahead and restart, you can, or you can go ahead and switch to the settings tab, input your pool, your port, and your worker name. For worker, I use my Bitcoin address dot, and then I name it something very specific, like this one is Bitaxe Gamma Solo Satoshi, so I know exactly what I'm dealing with when I go to look up the device, since I have way too many devices. Yeah, shout out to Son of a Tech. So yeah, that is set up, and it's set up in mining. So let's talk about this thing. Bitaxe Gamma. What is a Bitaxe Gamma? It has one ASIC chip. It is a BM1370 chip, ASIC chip from the Bitmain miners, and it just mines on the SHA-256 algorithm, on the same algorithm that is Bitcoin. You can also point it onto other coins on the same network, such as Bitcoin Cash, Digibytes, etc., etc. You have a higher chance of hitting a block on one of those, but then of course you have a lot less reward. So yeah, there's what this is. So these are available from many different companies, different places. So what's special about this one? Obviously, it has a really cool, clean look with the new sled, and the angled plug is great. The anarchy type Solo Satoshi custom logo on the front. It does have a nice blacked out aluminum heatsink heat spreader underneath of there. And yeah, so it's a Bitaxe Gamma. A Bitaxe Gamma is a Bitaxe Gamma is a Bitaxe Gamma. So when they're all similarly priced, or if there are a number in the same price, why this one? So again, this is not a sponsored video. Feel free to go out and buy from wherever you want, whatever company you want. I've actually worked with a number of different companies for different versions of the Bitaxe, or different versions of solo miners. This one has been pretty good so far, and I'll give you some pros and cons. So what do they have? They offer a handful of different main products. They have the Bitaxe Gamma. They have coming up, these are exciting products, the Bitaxe GT, which is 2.5 terahash. Basically, it's dual chip. It's got two of these chips on one board. They have the NerdAxe Plus, again, dual chip, but with the NerdAxe nice display. They have the NerdAxe Plus, and that's the biggie that everyone's starting to swoon around. It is 4.8 terahash. Basically, it has 4 of these big boy chips all on one board, and then it has one mega, like 120 millimeter fan on the front, compared to just the nice little small fan that these run on. So Solo Satoshi, the company itself, again, this is not a paid sponsorship. But one of the highlights of this company is it is a US based company. It comes out of Texas, ships super fast, at least that is my experience. And we'll quickly just touch on what their mission says. It says, to not only provide cutting edge mining solutions, but also to educate and inspire others about the importance of decentralization and open source principles in the Bitcoin space. We believe that by working together, we can create a future where Bitcoin mining is more accessible, more efficient, and aligned with the core values of decentralization and open collaboration. Yeah, so basically they sell solo miners, and they do pretty well at it. So I'll put links for this one down in the description. Should you buy one of these, or should you buy from Solo Satoshi, or should you buy Bitaxe in general? What will this earn you? Well, potentially these will earn you 0, potentially. But there's a chance. If you put these on solo mining, there is a chance that someday you'll hit a block. A Bitcoin block today is worth 3.125 Bitcoin. So doing the math just real quickly, if it was $100,000 and you sold at $100,000, that's 312,500, carry the one, and yeah, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. If you ever hit a Bitcoin block with this small device, this one's currently, I think it's about $160 on their website, and yeah, you're gonna be yelling yippee yippee. Should you buy one of these? Depends. It depends. If you have the expendable income and you're not expecting to ever earn anything back, by all means, join the Bitcoin, the Bitaxe revolution. Jump in, mine, have fun with the rest of us. The fun for me in these are the tinkering. I get these things and I start really trying to tune them in, to hone in the optimal hashing that I can on the optimal amount of power. So that's really fun. Like it's fun for me to tinker with these things. You can swap out the coolers, you can do all kinds of, we've done a lot of the overclocking. Check out the overclocking video up above. And of course we've done cooler swaps to ice towers, to Argon thermals, and just trying to push these things up, upgrading the power supplies. And they're fun pieces, a fun way to get part of the blockchain, to be part of the bigger picture. Now that being said, don't put yourself in a bad financial situation. If you cannot afford the $160, don't buy one. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up for today's video. If you have questions or concerns, make sure to pop them down in the comments below. If you're new to mining and need some help, join the Misfit Mining Discord. Always plenty of seasoned vets in there willing to help you out. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe for future content. Thanks for coming along and enjoy the ride.